So before I get started, I kind of want to just give some accreditation to a man named Vin Gang. He is a magician and public speaker who travels the world doing these seminars, and he's incredibly inspirational, and he kind of inspired me to do this speech over this topic today. So I just wanted to give credit to where it's due. So I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about something pretty important to me, and that something important is something I like to call perspective. So I actually want to kick this off with a little bit of a demonstration. It is a card trick, but sadly I'm kind of limited to behind this podium. So it's pretty quick, pretty fast. So I have a card here. I'm going to have kind of a target audience. I'm going to kind of say you guys in the front here. So I have a card. It happens to be the Queen of Hearts. And it's a very simple trick. It's called the snap change, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, I snap, and the card changes like this. So I realized that not everyone saw that. And so this is what it's supposed to look like. Now I realize I'm actually going to break a pretty big rule of magic, and I'm going to show all of you how this is done. Now for these people in front here, you saw what you were supposed to see, the magic part of it. But some people to the side here saw that. So why did I perform this? See, when I perform magic, I get the question, they say, Graham, like, what is magic? Like really, what is it? And I used to have this really long kind of poetic answer, and I realized that it was completely unnecessary, and I've diluted it down to something much more simple. What is magic? Magic is just a problem that you can't solve. That's all it is. See, for the people in front here, what was the problem? You saw a card and possibly changing into another card. Now, right away, it was pretty hard to figure out the problem, but the other people saw something on the bottom slide here, and the problem was solved instantly. Why? Because he had a different perspective. See, through the course of my life, I've faced many problems, and I've realized that the problem was so hard because I faced the problem with one perspective, my own perspective. I realized I was stuck thinking, this is impossible. There is no way to solve this. I was like Ronald Weasley trying to get the feather to come up, right? But I realized, had I asked someone else, got a fresh new perspective, the problem would have been so much easier. I didn't realize that the problem was just a simple 90-degree turn. See, here's the thing. Perspective is power. Collaboration is power. People will see things in your own field that you didn't see yourself. Collaboration is so powerful that we not only collaborate in our own field, but we reach out to other industries and collaborate through other industries. This is where innovation comes from. You see, let me give an example. Magicians over the years, they've become increasingly creative with their effects, and it's incredible what people come up with nowadays. But they've had to, because the common person kind of catches on to certain things that magicians do. So what they do, the magicians collaborate with linguists and psychologists. They learn that tone of voice is important for influence. Body language is important for influence. They've collaborated outside of their industry to create something so much more powerful than they can with just sleight of hand. Collaboration is power. See, I can't really elaborate a whole lot with this because I'm on a time crunch, but I want to end with this. This is what a problem looks like. It's chaotic. There's no pattern to it. It seems impossible to solve at first. Then you show someone else the same problem, and among the chaos that you saw, they see order. See, it's amazing when you learn from other people's perspectives, because when you take another person's perspective and you apply it to the problem that you thought was impossible, you then see order among the chaos. You see patterns where you didn't once before, and you thought it was impossible. You thought you couldn't do it. See, from this Vin Gang guy I mentioned earlier, I've learned that in order to reach the greatest potential you can in life, you have to gather as many perspectives as you can. And you can't be stuck with that solo mentality. You can't fall victim to that solo mentality, no matter how grueling or impossible the problem may be. Perspective is power. Thank you.